Pretty much every new locomotive I get these days is a good looking engine, and there's no real bad looking ones anymore. So when I say that when I opened this locomotive I was a bit in awe, that's saying something. This is the new ScaleTrains in-scale rivet counter GE AC4400CW. The ScaleTrains Rivet Counter series is the highest level detail you can buy from ScaleTrains in N-Scale, and this is no different. Let's take a look at it. Maybe it's because this is a CSX paint scheme and I normally get Norfolk Southern, but the details just pop with this model. There are loads of separately applied and separately painted details. They look phenomenal, and I'm not just saying that. Plus, a lot of the details that were painted on, like all of the safety and instructional signage, you can actually read. Now, there's some that are just too small, but a lot of them you can read, which is pretty cool for N-Scale. Now, like most of my locomotives, I bought this one DCC ready, and this one takes the new ESU E24 decoder. That's part number 59925 for the Loc Pilot version, or non-sound, and 58925 for the Loc Sound version. I'm not installing sound in this one, but if you are, this one is just like other ScaleTrains diesels where you have a cavity in the fuel tank for a speaker, routing paths for the wires, and solder pads to attach the speaker on the light board. As for the decoder, it pops on the underside of the light board. All you have to do is remove the couplers and pop the shell off. Then cut the Kapton tape, remove the dummy plug, and connect the decoder to that connector. Now, it may help to remove the screws from the light board to get a better access to the connector. Once you've connected everything, you can reassemble it and you are ready to go. I'm super excited to get this thing running on my layout. Let's check it out. Now, some of you may be like, Jimmy, you're an NS modeler. Why would you buy a CSX locomotive? Well, I'm actually currently working on designing a freelanced railroad, and I'm going to talk more about this in a later video, but it is going to have connections to both Norfolk Southern and CSX. So I will be building at least one CSX train to run on it with a minimum of 2 locomotives. I live in an area in North Carolina where Norfolk Southern and CSX crisscross each other at multiple locations. And in addition to that, I've seen Union Pacific, BNSF, Canadian National, and CP, now CPKC Power, regularly because of just one of those junctions in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. Now, I did do the endurance test on this and it ran totally fine. I'm not even going to show it. I really like this locomotive. There's just something about it. I know it's just a modern GE locomotive, but the way that ScaleTrains has put it together just looks nice. You'll be seeing more of this on my layout, that's for sure. Now, before we go, check out these model railroad businesses.
Trains in the Valley. Trains in the Valley is a model train shop located in Pennsylvania. They sell new and used model trains with a mission to make trains accessible to everyone. You can check them out at trainsinthevalley.com, link in the description. Model Railway Backshop is a great place if you're looking for a quality paint job for your old or new brass model locomotive. And if you're also looking to get it weathered, you can get that done there too, plus DCC and sound upgrades. And right now you can get 10% off any brass model painting and weathering job by using the promo code NMRA10. Check them out at modelrailwaybackshop.com. Penguin 3D Workshop offers 3D prints and electronics for model railroading, specializing in hard or impossible to find train parts, and they also offer custom designing and printing. Use promo code DDRR5OFF to get 5% off your order. Check them out at penguin3dworkshop.com.
If you want to see how to put in those speakers, I'm going to link 2 videos where I've done that on ScaleTrains locomotives right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, and happy railroading.